Hi y'all, so today I'm going to be reviewing the Natasha Denona Glam face palette for you guys. So it's just this beautiful blush with 2 cream face products and 5 eyeshadows. It's a blush and a highlighter up there. And then I also, just as a little bonus, I have this little mini bronzer and highlight, both powders. And I just got this on a whim, so I just threw it in because it's also Natasha Denona. So I only have foundation and concealer on right now. One thing I will note about every single cream face product from Natasha Denona that I have ever tried, I hate the way it applies with a beauty sponge. I normally apply all of my cream products with a sponge, except maybe bronzer, like cream bronzer, but the Natasha Denona formula just doesn't work as well with a sponge. So use a brush, but I normally don't have any issues with using a brush. I've just noticed that it picks up and blends better with a brush. You just can't pick up the right amount of product and spread it out evenly on a beauty sponge for some reason with the Natasha Denona products that all of the face products that I've tried just they don't work as well with a sponge. I don't really know why, but they just don't. But I don't mind because they look so stunning and beautiful with a brush, and it doesn't take away any of the glow when you use a brush still. So it's okay. So now I'm gonna go in with the highlight on my Real Techniques highlighter brush, question mark? Setting brush, yeah. And then tap, tap, tap. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's already stunning. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. So just kind of tap, 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 and then blend it right out. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. This shade might be like half a shade too dark when I'm this pale. Like I have no fake tan on at all, and it's the dead of winter still for where I live. So I'm as pale as ever, but that is gorgeous. And it doesn't cast like too much of a shadow for me to feel like it's not wearable, but it's close. The other reason that I got the dark palette as well is because the models, like they had all skin tones modeling the palette, even very, very fair, and it looked really good, which I guess is just like a marketing thing. And it looked really good on the very pale model, so I was like, for sure it's gonna work. It's a little dark, okay? You can kind of see the shadow it's casting here, but I'm here to show you, I'm here to review, I'm here to demo. So again, I'm gonna go set my face. I'll show you me putting on the bronzer. I haven't used this yet. I got this on a whim, like I added it to a random Sephora order thinking, okay, it's a mini. So when it said mini, because they came out with a new bronzer and highlight palette that is like this, for like the very standard Natasha Denona packaging. And so when it said mini and it had just 2 of the colors, I thought it was going to be just 2 of the colors, but I thought the pans were going to be this same size, but just 2 of them, right? Because like look at the size, right? And then look, these are like the size of eyeshadows in here. Like I got duped, dude. Anyway, whatever. I could have looked at reviews and I just added it because I wanted it, so whatever. So this is my face completely set. If you saw my everyday makeup video that I just posted, you know that I do a lot of cream products and then I just set with a translucent powder all over. And I just love the way it still glows, like even when you set it with the translucent powder. So like here, your face could just be done and you're good to go. You know what I mean? Like that's why I like the cream products, because like I could just lay them all down. They're easy to correct if you mess up, and then you set it all with translucent powder and you're just like good to go, right? Anywho, still looks gorge. Gonna go in with the bronzer on a little angle brush, and normally I do go in with cream bronzer first, and then like I'll reinforce everything with powder afterwards if I have time. Ew, hello. But today you're just seeing this one powder bronzer all on its own, nothing to back it up. And as you can see, it's extremely pigmented and blendable and gorgeous. It's actually blurring my skin. That's amazing. Okay, cool. So what you're saying is I shouldn't have wasted my time on the mini and I should have just paid for the full the full size instead of getting an eyeshadow sized bronzer, but whatever. Like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. It's super warm. Like, it's very warm, almost orange. We're almost orange. Ooh. It's a touch orange, okay? So I can see how some people might not like that. If you're not down with the super warm bronzers, I don't hate it. I'm not always in the mood for that, but I don't hate it. I will just kind of know, you know, if you have a big collection, you probably already know, you kind of keep this info locked away somewhere up here, and then you're like, yeah, today I'm feeling like I want to look, you know, these are like the perfect kind of bronzers if you just went on vacation or you're actively on vacation and you're like, yes, I want to look like I'm just recovering from a sunburn, but it's like turning into a tan and I'm a hot, sexy beach babe. That's this kind of bronzer. So, super gorgeous and beautiful. Super smooth. I'm like honestly shocked. It's like blurring my skin. Because I have like lots of pores on my cheeks nowadays from having a child. And your girl has pores these days, okay? Look how beautiful that looks. This is on an iPhone. I do have a ring light because it's the only way to get good lighting. But let me see if I can dim it a little more. It seems like it's washing me out. And this is on the daylight setting. Oh, you can see my ring light right there. Ugh, it's so annoying. Anyway. Highlight's still too dark, but whatevs. Should we put the other highlight on top? Let's do it. Why not? Why not? I'm here to just live life. Can you hear? We're getting like a crazy winter storm coming. Might as well just put a teensy tibble towel right there. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. See it then? A little teeny tibble tabble. Okay, whatever. Okay, so now we're gonna go in. I'm basically just gonna do like a regular little smoky eye and this on the lid, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This, I have some TikToks. If you want to go look at my TikTok, I have some TikToks where I'm wearing that exact eyeshadow. This glistens in the sun. It catches the light so beautifully. And I've gotten, every single time I've worn this eyeshadow, I get asked what the color is because it's so beautiful. And once you get it on your eye, it looks very unique as well. Where the other colors are kind of just regular warm browns. And this inner corner color is just like a nice light highlight color. This is an extremely unique, kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a coppery color, but it has these pink iridescent reflections as well. It is so unique on the eyes and so beautiful. So yeah, I'm gonna put that into like fast mode because I feel like I'm doing kind of a basic smoky eye. So first, just starting with this shade Transition, I'm going to be smoking that all through the crease. I always take it on the nose because I'm a psychopath, but that's just me. And then I'm going to be using the shade Crease and deepening up the outer corner in the crease. The eyeshadow shades are not like special in this palette. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. They pretty much tell you what to do. And then I'm going to take both of those same colors onto the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take that beautiful shade that I was raving about. It's called Outer Corner, that like pinky coppery shade. I'm going to put that all over the lid, and this is with a totally dry brush. So just imagine how it'll look when you wet your brush or use some sort of mixing medium. I mean, it'll be absolutely gorgeous. And then I'm going to put the color Smoke, which is the darkest matte brown in this palette, on the very outer corner of the upper and lower lash line. And then I'm going to put the shade Inner Corner on the like inner 1/3 of my eyelid, just to add a little bit of highlight and pop to the eyelid and just kind of open things up, and use all 5 of the colors. So there you go. Also, this light is just not doing me justice. I don't know what's up. I think it's because I have absolutely zero daylight right now. I feel like my makeup looks horrible on the phone, but it looks so good. It looks so good in my mirror right now. So I'm gonna have to show you guys at the end in better lighting. But I'm gonna catch up my other eye, do my eyebrows, do the rest, you know, like my lips and my lashes and stuff, and I will be back hopefully in better lighting. Okay, so this is in front of like a huge window. I'm trying to get the best, like most natural lighting possible so you can see. Look down. And I have my lashes on now, so I look a little bit different. Gorge. A final review, final consensus is that I love this palette. I buy a lot of Natasha Denona because I'm usually not disappointed by her things. I'm a little bit disappointed that this is so freaking tiny. The bronzer is very orange. It's up to you if you like that. I don't hate it. I don't hate this palette. I should have just spent the money on the big one. I don't know what I was thinking. Should have spent the money on the big one. I might honestly go buy the big one and just keep this for like travel purposes or something, but yeah, it's fine. It's great. I don't think that the orange bronzer is really complementing this pink blush and this too dark highlight, but at least you get to see how it all laid out. And in short, I do think this is worth the $59. I think it is. It's amazing. I mean, just a five pan eyeshadow palette from her is $50. So for the two extra, you know, $10 more for two of these gorgeous face colors, I totally think it's worth it. And you get this beautiful mirror. I mean, this is perfect for traveling purposes. I mean, really, if you had this and, you know, if you had these two, you're pretty much good to go for the face. You just need coverage products because they just last all day. Even as cream products, they're absolutely amazing. Again, I've been using it for like a month. Like, I do my makeup almost every day because I love makeup, and I probably pulled this out like 3 or 4 times a week for the last month. I absolutely love it. Now, I will say the highlight's too dark for me right now. I am on the light side. So like in my mind, how I think of, you know, shades, like of you, for you as a person with your skin tone, how I see things is fair, light, medium, medium to deep, and then like deep, and then dark deep. Like that's my spectrum that I think of. And I'm definitely in the light. I'm not all the way fair. I'm definitely on the light shade range, and this is just slightly too dark for me, this highlight. So if you're in the fair, it's definitely not going to be flattering, but if you're like darker in the light or definitely in medium or anywhere darker, it's going to look gorgeous on you. So just keep that in mind. The highlight for me, I can only use if I'm fake tanned or if it's like summertime and I've been outside a lot and I got a tan going on, which is kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. I got the dark shade, so whatever, I guess, like that's on me pretty much. But the blush is very flattering on all skin tones, in my opinion. It just depends on how much you use, if you're very fair or light like I am. I have to use it a little bit sparingly, but I think the tone is very universal and beautiful. Not very flattering with this orange blush, but if you had like orange bronzer, but if you have a normal bronzer on, very flattering for all skin tones. The eyeshadows, love them. This is the big difference for me. More than differentiating between like your skin tone, which one you want to get, is that the eyeshadow selection in each palette is so different. The light eyeshadow palette is super light, and the dark is obviously like a very dark smoky look. This is the kind of eyeshadow colors and smoky look that I do all the time. This is like an everyday makeup look for me. If you don't do this much every day, I don't think it's worth the money. The dark one isn't worth the money. If you do very chill, light eyeshadow every day, get the light version of this. Get the one with lighter eyeshadows. It's not going to be a super dark, smoky look. And then that one's worth the money for you. But if you get the dark version and you don't do smoky eyes that often, you're not going to get any use out of it. And if you're barely going to use it, it's not worth $60 to me. You know what I'm saying? This is worth $60 to me because the quality is amazing and all of the shades, barring the highlight for some of the year, like right now, I'll use it. I'll use it every day. I use it all the time. If everything burned down, I would go and buy this again because it's something I can use all the time and do use all the time because this is the kind of look that I do every single day because that's my makeup style. Okay, so kind of a random little pop-in, but I have compared the Milani palettes to Natasha Denona in the past, and I have a full review on these Milani palettes, but I thought I would just do a little side-by-side here. So the Milani all-inclusive palettes are on the top. Right on the left side is the light palette, on the right side is the dark, and then the Natasha Denona light and dark are on the bottom.
Obviously, the palettes aren't exactly the same because the Milani palettes are all powder and there's 4 face products instead of 2, and there's only 3 eyeshadows, but the tones and the quality are very, very similar. So it is worth looking into if you want to try the Milani instead. I also have a review on the Milani palettes. I'll link that down below. If you want to treat yourself, I think that the Natasha Denona palettes are 100% worth it, but if you don't have that money to spare, the Milani palettes are $15 at Walmart instead of $60 like the Natasha Denona, and they're super high quality. Again, I'll link that review that I have down below, and they last really long and they're just really beautiful blendable shades. Slightly different kind of products, but the result you get on your face is going to be very similar and very beautiful. So hope that helps.
It's gonna last all day long. I've worn this all day and into the night, out drinking, like everything. I've worn this in rain, in wind, in all of that. It's always lasted and it's always looked beautiful. And I actually get a lot of compliments when I use this eyeshadow as well. So love that for me too. So yeah, hopefully I answered everything. If I left something out and you want to know, you want to ask a question, leave it in the comments and I'll get back to you. I will put this in the description bar. And I'll also list everything I used on my face just in case you're curious about my lashes or my lip gloss or whatever. I'll just list it down there along with my Instagram, my TikTok, and my other YouTube channels. So just follow me everywhere if you want to keep up. If you just want to see what I'm doing every day, keep up with my crazy life of like trying to make YouTube videos and being a mom and trying to make TikToks. I don't know. If you want to keep up with me, follow me everywhere. And thank you so much for watching. If you subscribed, thank you so, so much. I really, truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys in another video very soon.